guys, today I'm gonna shoot another, by request. Some people have asked for more of these. And this is gonna be a quick one, about 15-minute workout. Today I'm doing it a little bit more like an MMA type thing, barefoot, you know, and again, the JKD thing, there's a whole other conversation, but it is meant to be adapted. You are meant to adapt things to it, right, and bring things to it that fits the principles of what we're doing and fits your body and that sort of thing. And today I just feel like training barefoot, a little bit more like throwing some Muay Thai stuff in there. But we're gonna use some of the techniques that we use in the Junfan curriculum and to kind of emphasize some things here. So the way this is gonna work today is I'm just gonna actually do the warm up with you. So this could be a short one, guys. This is a tiny workout. You can augment it, you can make the rounds longer, you know, you can just make it a part of whatever workout you're doing, or if you're, you know, whatever condition you're in, you can make this your thing today. But so the way this is gonna look is I'm gonna do with just 1 minute rounds, but I'm gonna shadow box for 4. So 4 minutes of shadow boxing. The 5th minute is gonna be a warm up I like to do to get the body engaged, where I just alternate from squats to push-ups. And again, you can modify this to suit your body however best you can. I'm not doing this in a strength building type of way. It's more of a warm-up way, right? So this is just 1 minute where I go from 5 push-ups to 5 squats. So again, whatever your conditioning level is, maybe you're popping them out or whatever you want to do, but I just like to do it to get the body engaged, right? So doing the push-ups, getting the hamstrings, the glutes, everything engaged, getting all the reciprocating muscles fired up, and then we go into our kickboxing round. The other thing I'm gonna do today differently is, just to give you a different context, is I'm gonna use one of the stationary bags, and then I'm gonna do one later where I use the hanging bag, and we can use the bob dummy, but you know, depending what you got at your disposal, what to use. So today I thought I'd use the stationary bag for the rounds. So one of the things that what I'm really gonna focus on for this one today is this shuffle for the kick, right? Shuffling for my lead leg kick. Now, a lot of times we shuffle straight line just to kick the groin, but there's also other directions I can shuffle if I'm using this, say, as a leg kick or even as a groin kick or any kind of whatever angle I want to get. So one is just straight into the shuffle. 2 is I'm going to shuffle out at an angle like we call a cut kick, right? So I'm cutting through that, whether I'm maybe cutting into the inside of their leg or cutting into the outside of the leg. And then the last shuffle is a little trickier, where I'm going to kind of shuffle on a little bit of an arc to get around, right? So if I'm trying to say kick that outside leg, their right leg, and I'm shuffling a little bit away, so it's like a curved line here. That one's gonna be the trickiest if you're not used to doing this. I shuffle in to my pivot. So from here, if I'm kicking here, I'm bang, shuffling in like that. Now the other thing is with the freestanding bag, because it's so big, the target surface, it's a little inaccurate, right? If I'm sparring with somebody and I'm attacking their front leg, right? So it would be on this side of their body if they're, let's say, their orthodox stance. I mean, that's, you know, maybe Bob Sapp has legs that big, but the freestanding bag, even the hanging bag, that's just a big target. So it's not as accurate in terms of your line of attack. So you just gotta be, you know, you gotta modify that. But when I hit the bag here, what I'm really concentrating on right now is hitting more with shin, lower part of my shin when I'm hitting on the low line. If I go up to the body, I'm hitting more middle of shin. Okay, so that's just gonna be the concept for today, the main concept, and then we'll do some other things here, but I just wanted to put that out. So I'm gonna set the timer. We're gonna do, like I said, 4 rounds of shadow boxing where I'm switching leads. 1 round of just body warm up, just squats and push-ups, 5 and 5, real easy. You don't have to kill yourself unless you wanna. And then we'll get into the bag rounds. It'll just be 5 more rounds on the bag, real short and simple. All right, guys, let's get going. All right, guys, ready? Here we go. We're gonna start with left lead, shadow boxing, okay? Okay, so first part is just getting my feet moving, right? Bouncing off the balls of the feet, moving forward and back, right? Changing my direction, maintaining that left lead. Okay, maybe pushing back, pushing forward, moving my head. I like to start with footwork and head movement. Now I'm gonna start working that shuffle where I enter in with that kick and then just gonna follow up with any punches. Enter in with that kick to that leg, throw punches, right? Maybe I shuffle out at the angle and throw some punches. So now I'm shuffling at a diagonal, right? Like I said before, or I shuffle off to the side and throw punches. Again, that's gonna be the trickiest one for a lot of people. Right? You don't need to work that if you don't want. shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punches. It's not a law, you know, just do what feels good. But I'm using that shuffle kick, bang. 1, 2, 3. All right, I can also shuffle and side kick like I'm stomping the leg here, moving around, kick, back, back, back. All right, shuffle, kick. There we go, there's round number 1, left lead. I got it set for 15-second rest. Can do the same thing in the right lead, okay? So just kind of focus mostly on my footwork, head movement to start. We'll add the kickboxing, here we go. Move the head. I'll try not to look at the camera, it's kind of mesmerizing. So I really should be visualizing as much as possible my opponent or my partner, right? Now start working in that entry, okay? If you're kind of unfamiliar with switching leads, you might want to stick to one combo over and over again. Kick, cross, hook, cross, and just really get that kind of dialed in, always making sure, you know, you got that opposite hand up, protecting the body, protecting the jaw. So that's fine, right? For some people, they can get really lost when they start switching leads. So yeah, just keep it simple. But if you're feeling pretty comfortable with it, start to mix up your attacks. Now you can also work that cutting kick, that shuffle out to the side, or maybe even that arc where you shuffle in an arc here like this. Bam! You get them here like that, right? But, right, more important is just warming up. That's round 2, the shadow boxing. Hopefully you're starting to get warm here. This round, I'm gonna free it up a little bit. I'm gonna add things like elbows, knees, maybe even some back fists, some hammer fists. Get the other tools fired up and engaged. All right, so here we go. Round number 3, shadow boxing. Now I'm moving my head, throw some punches, right? Throw some palm strikes, rear push, all right? Use straight kicks, knees, elbows. Always guard on your elbows. Guard just like you're punching, right? So I keep this hand up because if I'm throwing a right hook, right elbow, I still want to protect, especially that body. Bang, bang. Different ways to do the elbow, so if you don't agree, do it what works best for you. 2, 3, hit the body, work the head, overhand punch, straight kick, side kick, throw a round kick where you go all the way through, round kick, all the way through. If you can't go all the way through, you just go halfway through, here like that, like big round kick to the body, right? Work that cut kick again, uppercut, hook, hammer fist. All right, start your finger jabs if you want, palm strikes. Okay. Now I'll do the same thing in the right lead. I'll say this about shadow boxing in general for those of us who just kind of do this recreationally. If you're training for a fight, you might not want to program finger jabs or things that are legal for the fight you're doing, right? If you want to stay focused on kickboxing, like MMA kickboxing or kickboxing, then just practice those tools. Here we go, round number 4, right lead. Try to talk less during this round, guys. Cool, okay, there's round 4. And again, guys, look, you're gonna feel some things different in each lead. You know, some tools just feel better in the right lead for me. Some things just come out differently in the right lead for me. You can also try to focus on something and try to get it. You know, if it's not familiar, do it in that lead, okay? So like I said, this round to me is just to get the body warmed up. So what I like to do is 5 squats. I have terrible knees, so some days, you know, I can't even get that far. Then 5 push-ups. I'm just gonna do them with you guys. All right, and again, this isn't strength building. This is warming up, engaging the muscles. I lose track. I shouldn't talk. 5, 5. Squats. However you want to do them. Here. Now you can do it slower. You can take your time on these push-ups. Keep that core engaged if you want. Yeah, good. Okay, I just want to circle the arms out. Okay, so now I'm going to work the bag. Okay, so I'll take a little extra time on the break here. We'll get into the bag rounds so I can move the bag into place. Here we go, round number 1. I'm going to focus mostly on that lead leg shuffle and moving around. So here we go, just more shuffling, getting that kick. Again, the bag is so thick that I have to modify my range. I have to modify what I'm visualizing. I can shuffle into that cut kick as well. So I'm cutting through it here like this. Move around, keep my hands up. I have a tendency to drop those hands when I'm shooting the video. It's a bad habit. I gotta be able to especially keep that rear hand up. Keep the footwork going. And there's this where I'm angling out to my lead leg side. So I'm shuffling that way, right? Shuffling across, shuffling straight in. Keep moving. Good. Okay, next round is going to be right lead. Again, whatever you can use, guys. If you're in one of these long stationary bags, heavy bag, you might have to kick a little higher, or you can put something on the bottom of it to kick. Okay, so right lead, cut kick, or shuffle in, pendulum shuffle. Remember, this is just a stinger.